Chapter 39. Disclaimer. I do not own the Harry Potter series and I am not the real Bloody Wrist 666. Author's note. I am an extremely immature, pathetic idiot girl, I know. Out of boredom, I cracked this girl's passy for fun and it took less than 8 minutes to do it too, and will probably get in a shitload of trouble, which I probably deserve because I'm being a troll right now. Meh. And now I present to you my crappy part in this story. And take note, I haven't even finished reading this fic yet, but instead skip over to skim chapter 38. Flame, laugh, do whatever you want. Preps. I, the American retail-wearing British vampire Sue, coughed up blood. Satan kneeled down beside me. No! Don't die! I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry, it's something I had to do, to fulfill my duty as the noble Gothic Mary Sue. Satan sobbed. I love you, Ebony. I love you too. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings fading to black. B'' Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet, but at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers, Dumbledore, McGoogle, and every single Gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. The Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, "No!" filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. Author's note, I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, everyone cheered. Everyone started singing Ding Dong, the Sue is dead. Well, that is until all the Harry Potter characters realised the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started duelling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation, a situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fan fiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. Nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion, and then it occurred to her. For her shirt she was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that she was wearing a denim miniskirt with the destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. And then Ebony realised, on her shoulders she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it that said "Live Your Life" written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was, decked out in clothes prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it there was another Hollister polo underneath. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out it's from the Airy line available at American Eagle? Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration there was yet another polo to replace it. This is illogical and does not make any sense, Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Oh my God." End crap fic. Author's note, oh yeah, If you want to see the original content this chick had planned for this chapter, I accessed it through the document manager thingy, which I copied and pasted so you can read it here. Author's note, STF oo preps git a liff, 111,111, oo suck 11. Informed now on ill be in vocation in England until lick August, so I won't be able to update for a while, lols. Thanks to everyone who reviewed. Expect da preps who flamed fuck oo one. MCR rules 666. 111. I woke up in Dan Norse's office on a special gothic coffin. Hagrid was in da bed opposite me in a comma, 'cause Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh, Miss Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Voldemort came. He looked less mean than usual. Get the fook out, you fucking bastard, 11, I yielded. Thou hath not killed vampire yet, 11, he said angrily. Suddenly he started to cry tears of blood al selective. Voldemort, OMFG, what's wrong, 111, I asked. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister and Sirius came. B' Lodi, Mary and Vampire were with them. Everyone was holding black boxes. Voldemort disappeared! OMFG enemy are alive, 111, screamed Vampire. I hugged him and B' Lodi Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked them. Oh my Satan 11, am I lick dead now? I gasped. Enemy, who were almost shot 11, said Sirius. But da ballet could not kill oo since oo were form another time. But Fangs anyway won, said Lucian, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. OMG, I can't believe Vampire's dad shot oo one, I gasped. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. And he was such a fucking poser, 211, said Lucian. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Well, anyway, everyone started to give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 666s. There was a DVD of Core Bride on it, when I gasped. Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated goths. Hey, has anyone fucking seen Draco? I asked gothically. No, Draco told me he would be watching Hose of Wax, said Professor Trivolry. He doesn't know data better. Anyway, Dan Norse said who could get up. Come on, one. I got up suicidally. Lucy and Sirius and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather nightgown. Under that I had on a sexy black leather bra trimmed with black lace, with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt and sexy fishnets that kind hooked onto my thong. If oo don't get that idea, massage me, I'll tell oo. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MCR t-shirt, a black leather mini with black lace and Congress shoes. I left the hospital's wings with B' Lodi, Mary, Willow and Vampire. OMFG, let's celebrate 11, gasped Willow. We can go see Hose of Wax with Draco, one, giggled Vampire. Let's go listen to GC and cut ourselves 66611, said Hermione. We opened the con men room door sexily, and then I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap. He was wearing a black t-shirt with 666 on their front and baggy jeans. Who fucking prep 11? We all yielded angrily. Yeah, who betrayed us? 111 shooted Vampire angrily as he took out his black gun. No, who don't understand? One, screamed Draco sadly as he took his thingy out of Snakes. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, 111, said Willow, trying to attack him. Ooh, rock girl, one. I ran suicidally to my room. I sexually took a stakeout. Enemy, no! 11,111, screamed Draco, but it was too late. I had slit my wrists. With it, suddenly everything went black again. Sincerely, and a non-author who will silently not reveal her identity because she's a coward, Tongue Stick, aka just a troll with rocks for brains.